Live.
Hey guys, so this is our first episode for Two Chicks Are Better Than One podcast, and we're going to be discussing a couple of Netflix movies that we watched recently. We're going to discuss Yay!
Hey,
we're going to
our
discuss
first viewer.
Gerald's Game, and then we're going to discuss In the Tall Grass. Yeah. And how we feel about those movies.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Do you want to introduce? I mean, I'm sure everybody knows, but
I'm Rachel, and I'm an admin, actually, or moderator for the group, the Cinema Macabre, and I'm really excited about that. So this is fun. And then
I'm Kayla, and I'm just your best friend.
Yeah,
like that's about it.
I'm just gonna say it again. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. It's like a broken record. You're
Yeah.
my best friend.
So a while back, I had Kayla over and we watched Gerald's Game just because it sounded like fun. And it was really actually super trippy movie. I don't know how many of you guys have watched it. I feel like it goes along the line of more of a psychological thriller. It messes with your mind.
It's very weird though.
Yeah.
Because it definitely is like a mind.
Right.
A mind.
So it opens up
movie.
with this like husband and wife, and they're getting ready for, it seems like an anniversary vacation, and it's like all pretty and like la-di-da. Oh, it's so nice. They're gonna go away. At first. Yeah, and then they get there, and everything flips upside down, and
they wanted to spice up their relationship. That's
their sex life.
Yeah, that's why they went out there. These guys are like what, 40 something, maybe older.
They probably have kids like that are adults.
Yeah, for sure.
And so they bring like handcuffs and like fun things, I guess.
That's one way to spice it up.
Yeah, bondage. Yeah,
bondage. It's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the first resort for most people. Anyways, they go to this place and goes to hell in a handbasket. That's right, John. It goes to hell in a handbasket real quick. Heart
attack, die.
Yeah, it does. It's exactly like that. He has a heart attack and dies
while she is
handcuffed to the bed.
So it was an interesting beginning.
And then it just basically, you follow her as she goes through this complete mental psychosis of what's happening, and it's like a whole weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, because they had the whole weekend and they're
like way far away. There's nobody.
Middle of nowhere.
She could scream as much as she wants. Nobody can hear her, which is really effed up too.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I feel like, yes, Jonathan, it is delicious. It's very delicious and just keeps getting more delicious. All
right.
Anyways, so yeah, he has a heart attack. He dies. And like, this is the part that kills me. Well, it doesn't kill me, but it cracked me up the most when she's like handcuffed and he like kills over on her body and she has to try to like move him with her feet. She just like kicks him off the bed.
His dead body.
She kicks his dead body off of the edge of the bed. And then she's like looking over like, hey babe, are you okay? Your head just totally cracked against this like really hard floor, but it sounds like you're fine. and then like a little pool of blood comes out.
We gotta talk about the dog that she first
saw.
The dog.
Yeah. There's this dog, and she wants to feed it like this steak, and the guy's like, oh, that's like $900 a serving. And she's like, well, it's a dog.
It's fine.
And she gives it this expensive ass steak. And he doesn't seem too happy about it, but I guess it was fine. And then they leave the door open. Yeah, the fuck. They leave the door open because they're so excited to go get sex. And then the shit happens. It hits the fan. And then the dog comes up and sniffs the blood and is like, ooh, I found my next meal. Oh, fuck. Oh. And she eventually starts like talking to herself. And then she talks to like insane, a version of her psychosis that's like Gerald. And then it's like all these different layers. Like she goes through some PTSD shit with like
for sure.
Her childhood flashback
because of what happened,
shitty memories, and I don't want to spoil that in case you haven't seen it.
If you
haven't,
very
shitty.
I mean,
it's deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a really good movie. I would recommend at least giving it one watch. I mean, I really liked it. I would watch it again.
I liked it. I mean, the guy thing, whatever he was, that like
yes,
whatever.
There's this like creepy boogeyman kind of a character.
He was very very weird for sure.
Which at first it kind of seemed like he was just like a phantasm, like a figment of her imagination because she was in this crazy psychosis
with the eclipse.
Yeah, there's something about this eclipse thing
for some reason
for her. And this guy shows up, and then she thinks it's like death. Anyways, when she eventually gets out, because she's a badass, and my cat's psychotic. She gets out because she's this badass and everything, and then she finds this guy somewhere down along the road. Is he like caught or something?
Yeah.
He's like caught or something. I don't remember if it was court, whatever. But the guy gets caught, and she goes and confronts him, and it's like,
because they were he was
Jonathan, it's totally your kind of movie.
What was he doing? He was grave robbing.
Yeah, he was robbing. So he would go and like
his house. He had like 2 dead people that were his parents. And
yeah, so the guy was a creep, legit creep. He would go and like murder people, and then it escalated where he'd like murder them and have necrophilia with
gross.
And it was only I think with the husbands or something. So it was really weird and specific like that. Mm-hmm. And then they caught him, and he was like in court. And she goes up to him and she's like, "You're smaller than I thought or remembered."
So smaller than I remembered, and then walked away.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ending.
That's the end of this movie. You know how?
Like spoilers, but
I hate when they end movies like that because it's like, okay, it's a decent movie, and then you were smaller than I remember.
That's it.
And then walk away. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I feel like they could have ended it before that scene, and it would have been fine.
Oh, totally.
That's my only critique about it. Like, that's the only thing I would change about it is just...
I would change the creepy dude. He wasn't that scary, but scary enough.
Like,
it was, like, more stupid than, like...
Make him scarier. Like, have blood coming out of his mouth or something. Like, come on.
He had a deformity, so, I mean, I guess that's...
Make him more deformed. I don't know.
His head was huge, so...
But, yeah, so that was Gerald's game.
That was Gerald's game.
And then...
Mediocre.
I would...
5 out of 10.
I would actually give it like a 7 out of 10 because there was some really good, like with the mental psychosis stuff. I feel like that really worked into it really well. I'm still going to
give it a hard 5. Okay. It tried. It really did try.
Okay. So. Well, you give it a 5. I'll give it a 7.
All right. To each their own.
Yeah. And then we watched, actually the other day at work, what in the actual fuck?
The other day, meaning...
Sorry, I want to check the comments. Still hear your line, Thomas. That you did, Jonathan. Creepy dudes are great. Creepy dudes are the best. That's why we're in this group.
Unless these creepy dudes are in your house.
Then then it's not the best.
No,
they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then the other night at work, because we actually work nights.
Because we don't have any other time to watch movies together except for at work. Because that's what you do at the IRS.
Woo! So we watched, there was some system down stuff that we were dealing with. So we had plenty of time, and we watched In the Tall Grass.
It was a Stephen King's movie, right? Hello.
Sounds good, but not great. I feel like it was,
which one?
Compelling. I think it's Gerald's Game that we're still talking about.
Are we still talking about Gerald's Game?
I think so. It was a compelling film, but the ending was not as good as everything else.
It was a stupid ending. It had good jumpy moments for sure.
I'm in your house and creepy. No. You're not in my house. God damn it, if you're in my house, that's gonna be creepier.
Thank you, Alex, for that. I know where you're at right now. It's fine.
Anyways, getting back to it. We watched In the Tall Grass while we were at work, doing really mindless work.
Throwing stuff away.
Yeah. We were
mindless
unpackaging documents and basically throwing them away because they were outdated.
Yeah, because we were getting our new training books for the new season. Can't really go into much detail.
Yeah, because it's confidential.
It's classified.
Yes, classified. That's right. Yeah, that's the right word. Okay, so we watched In the Tall Grass, which is, I think Gerald's Game was Stephen King. In the Tall Grass is another Stephen King.
I believe so. That one, it has God, what is his name? It has some really good.
Yeah, find the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I can't think of his name right now.
He's in Insidious movies. He was in the Phantom of the Opera as the Vicomte de Cheny. I'm trying to find his name real fast for you guys.
I could spell. In the tall horse. Oh, what is his name?
Steve Hoban. That's produced by.
Oh, my bad. My bad, guys. Yeah.
Just another moment here. But so he was one of the main characters.
Sorry.
I didn't recognize the other guys. Oh, Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson is a phenomenal actor. I love basically every role I've seen him in because he portrays every single character so well. Whether he's portraying like this weird skeevy kind of a person or usually he's like a dad.
He's in a lot of movies like The Conjuring, Midway, Insidious.
Yeah. He's in The Watchmen.
Yeah, he's in so many.
He's a really versatile actor, and I really like that about him.
He normally plays like the creepy guy, like 100%. He's like the bad guy.
What's behind me?
I'm assuming it was your cat.
Probably. Okay, so I'll try not to ruin it for you, Thomas. It's really good.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was. I would say it was actually refreshing compared to Gerald's game.
Oh, 100%. I enjoyed this one. Some parts I would have definitely changed just because, like, instantly. I don't want to give too much away because a lot of people haven't seen it.
It's about an hour and a half movie, so it's actually a really easy one to get in. Like if you're watching part of it on a lunch break and part of it later, or something like that. But
it was like the first 5 minutes we were like glued into it because it's so good. It's
the opening bit is so it just hooks you in.
Grabs you.
It hooks you so fast.
It was good.
And I mean, because the title in the tall grass, it literally is basically in like 8 foot tall grass.
Yeah.
I would say 8 to 10 feet tall stalks of grass, and for like 90% of the film, there's like a few sequences. And I don't even know if I would say it's flashbacks because it almost seems like they're flashbacks and flash forwards because the timeline in it is so skewed.
Yeah, because it's
hard to explain without giving it very much of it away. But in this film, time almost seems irrelevant.
Yes,
because it's like you can be
in 2 places.
Yeah, it's almost like you can be in 2 places at once or 4 places at once. Yeah. The way that the film is so portrayed. The only thing that is it's so huge was like the grass doesn't move dead things. Yeah, it was one of the biggest things in the film, and it was like the coolest line ever. It's actually like something that it was intriguing. He's the owl in Watchmen. Oh, yep. Very disjointed timeline. That's exactly right. Yeah. So
like 5 episodes. What? Oh, never mind. Like this is actually a movie. Okay.
But yeah, so it's so disjointed is probably the perfect word for it because it goes all over the place. It starts you in one specific spot, but then it takes you all over these different parallels that overlap each other and go back and forth between 100%. This one specific place of grass. And it sounds so lame, but it is so effed up. It is like it messes with you because your perception on not only time is totally messed up, but you don't have a perception of like direction. Like
I'm zoning. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the scene you were telling me about when I first was watching it, she watched it a little bit ahead of me.
Somebody had technical difficulties
at work. Phone. It's like a usual thing for me.
It's usual, like earlier today. That's why it took us forever to get this video going because we suck at technology.
Yay!
So it's fine, but we got it after it took fucking forever.
Yes.
Anyways, so I had watched it a little bit before you.
Yes, and there's a scene where there's the 2 initial characters that it starts with in the grass.
The main characters. They're the main characters.
Right.
Well, kind of. There's really like,
it's like
5?
5
or 6?
1, 2,
3, 4, 5. 6. So there's
6 characters,
total, like main characters basically throughout the whole movie.
Right. It's just the 2 initial ones. Yeah. They're brother and sister, and they end up in the grass.
That is a weird.
They have a really, really weird relationship for a brother and sister.
It for sure.
And you'll see it when you watch it. anyways, there's a bit where they're talking to each other, and it sounds like they're traveling closer and further apart.
Yeah.
And they're both confused as to who's moving when neither of them is moving.
Yeah.
Or they are moving or they aren't moving. Who knows?
Who knows?
So then they decide to like jump to see where the other person is. And when they first do it, they're like, I don't know, 6 feet apart, 8 feet apart.
Not very far.
And then they do it again, and it's like almost
huge.
half of a football field apart.
Yeah. So it's definitely,
that totally
it
shook
messes
me.
with them.
Yeah. It messes with anybody.
Yeah, because, yeah.
And then, like, that's really what got me into the movie, was that whole grass jumping scene. From there, I had to finish it. It just kept getting more twisty the whole rest of you old people and your technology. Okay.
Hey, I am not that old. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Thomas, telling us that we bounce off of each other well. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I'm not sure what that means.
Finger
but
guns.
like bouncing.
Yeah.
This is my best friend. It happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. So, but it's really worth a watch. Definitely, I would actually give this one like 8.5.
I would do that
out
too.
of 10.
100%. It was.
There's a few
so good.
moments that were a little bit sluggish where the storyline kind of got stopped, and there was maybe a couple things I would have done slightly differently, but it was so well done for the most part. Mm-hmm. I would say 8.5 out of 10.
I think 8.5 as well.
Definitely worth a watch.
Definitely. Now the crazy thing is though, don't get mad at me, group. I'm not much of a horror film person. I don't really like horror anything because I get scared so easily. Mm-hmm. My ass has to watch like Disney movies after for like the rest of the night. Like one movie that's scary.
Like
and
for
I'm done.
example, like in Gerald's game, there was a scene, and I'm going to spoil it just a teeny tiny bit.
Spoiler alert.
There's a pretty scene that has to deal with this part of the body, and it gets really, really raw. And it was actually gory. Yeah. So and
I'm like this the whole time.
Yeah,
watching Rachel,
like
and Rachel's
and I was like,
this.
"What's going on? Oh my god, you guys! Like it's right there!"
And I'm like, "No, I can't see this." But
so it was it was good. It was good. It was delicious.
But like,
as John would say,
I get scared so easily that it's hard for me to watch movies. So I actually started watching this like a good maybe half hour before you.
Yeah.
And I shocked myself because I'm like, I jumped at work. But it was fine. It was a good movie. It wasn't too scary, but
yeah. And then I got you later too.
Yeah, thanks for that. I get scared easily, and I don't know what to do with my hands. So it's like
like Sims.
Yeah, it's fine. So,
but I would 100%. I get scared.
Yeah, you scared. Listen, I was sleeping this morning, and he had came into the room to tell me he was leaving to my daughter's, our daughter's school, mm-hmm. And I like turn around. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, what? I was just telling you I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. Like,
see you later.
I get scared so easily. So like horror movies with me or like haunted houses, I'm like your go-to if you want that like ha
jump scare.
Yeah. But I don't watch movies by myself. No way.
Yeah.
I mean, scary movies. I watch any movies by myself.
I've made some scary movie mistakes on my own, but we'll talk about those in another episode.
All of those.
Yeah. Yes, eventually, in due time, we will talk about all of these things. Rachel and your spoilers.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
What? What did you say? I can't. You're scrolling too fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me scroll slower.
Yeah. All right.
The book, then I heard the movie is actually somewhat happier ending than the book, just like that. I read all the way, blah blah.
Just
delicious grass. Oh
clearly.
Yeah. There's actually
there is a part that is.
Oh God. So yeah. Nope.
I want to talk about it.
No.
I really want to talk
because
about
they need to see it to understand the context.
All right, you guys. Freaking watch it, okay?
Do yourselves a giant favor.
Do yourselves a favor and watch it because
we
can discuss it more.
Yes, we can discuss this in group chat
or
like
whatever.
in the comment section in here. We're totally doing another live, by the way.
Absolutely. Next time when we do a live, though, we are hoping to get it on our actual Facebook page.
Yeah, we're going to
or
have
YouTube
like more of
page.
our shit actually together and in
Yeah.
a backpack so that we could take it to the shit store and sell it.
Because today we did not have all our shit together in a backpack.
No,
So
we didn't.
it's fine. Yeah.
5 seconds before she gets into it. Hey, at least I gave a spoiler alert, okay? It's better than none.
Spoiler! This is it.
So this is what happened.
Listen, I feel like it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah,
it
it
is
worked
what
out.
It is.
You guys heard the spoiler alert. You had a chance to hit mute really fast. Click away, hurry right now.
Hurry! Click out of the video.
You're going to learn that I can't wait to tell you what it is.
You're gonna learn today. Listen, that is like the story of our lives.
Yes.
Like she likes to give spoilers more than I do.
I can't
Kind of.
hold secrets when it's something
No.
so juicy.
We talked about this. Like birthday secrets, nothing. She can't do it. Want to know what I got you like 5 minutes after she bought it? You can't have it until your birthday, so it's fine.
Guess what I got just for you 5 minutes ago.
What else should we? I mean, are we doing just like another maybe 10 more minutes to this?
So I'm
Just because we had such a huge, like an hour's worth of technical difficulties,
yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
know
rough.
that you needed to have 24 hours
For a
prior
YouTube
for
page.
YouTube to go live. Our Facebook page is being verified. For
Yeah, it had to
this.
verify
I
because the
don't-
picture or something weird,
We
whatever.
tried posting our logo and it wasn't allowing that, so we posted creepy photos of ourselves.
Yeah,
Mainly
once we
me, because
get-
she's always gorgeous, so it's fine.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
So when we get everything set up and going, we'll actually share links to everything for you guys. Punk ass. You're the punk ass. I love spoilers. Delicious, ripe spoilers. That's right, Thomas. These
That's
are
right.
like addictive candies. Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, what else do you want to talk about? Because those are the two.
Well, next episode. Hold on. Let's see. What do we want to talk about next episode?
Do
So
you guys have,
we
like,
have like a little list we're trying to keep log of on things that we do want to discuss. We've got plenty of topics, but we're way open to suggestion. So if
anything.
there's
Except for
things that you
politics,
want to
no
hear,
against anything to you guys.
Yeah.
I just don't talk
I mean,
politics or religion.
yeah.
'Cause that's, I feel like all around agreement.
no-go, yeah. Wouldn't know anything about tech issues. Yeah, sure you wouldn't. Other suggestions,
for movies. Like from us to you guys, or you suggest
So-
us movies to watch?
Yeah, if there's movies that you guys want to suggest for us to watch, Netflix and Hulu are the easiest avenue for us, mostly because we work at night. So when a lot
can
of
watch
people
it
would be
while
like seeing
working.
movies, we would be working, and that's when we could try to stream them while we're at work.
Yeah. We do
Um,
want to talk about It 1 and 2.
Yes, we
Um,
definitely want to talk about it.
I haven't seen either one, so I will get.
Yes, I'm excited to
on
watch
that.
these with this one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
It's
juicy
gonna be
and
fun.
delicious.
It's gonna be
Oh
fun.
my goodness. Ha ha.
I
Oh,
found
look,
I found
more
another pair of
earbuds.
Headphones. These ones are.
Those ones are mine, I think.
Yeah, they're not mine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Put them over there.
I have more comments. Share
Scroll
away.
faster.
I'm trying. It's touch screen. Okay. I don't know how
So,
to work my laptop, so whatever. It's fine.
We're way open to suggestions. As
Please.
far as different things to review.
From you guys.
um,
Okay. So
I
what
actually
movies from us?
started not watching. I started playing. So I think it was like last month or a couple months ago. John played Senua's Sacrifice and did bloody streams for that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh!
Look.
It's
I'm gonna be
this
so jealous
really
because I haven't
awesome
seen
game.
a lot of like horror games, horror films.
I don't know
I'm
if I would say it's horror, but it's a mental thing.
Okay.
But I was thinking about possibly playing that and broadcasting.
Ooh, we should get a Twitch account.
That would be
going
cool.
So we could do video games. As well.
But there's so many other games that we could do that and review as we're playing, like BioShock or We Happy Few. You have to play that one too. It's so good.
I have
And that could be
the
another
preview.
podcast
Let this go down.
discussion from you guys. Here, hold on.
I don't know what I did. I don't know how to use my laptop. I'm sorry.
Behold the new horror podcast
Yes.
I'm hosting. Yay!
All right.
Um,
Sweet.
Okay, so just shoot us a bunch of suggestions on different things you want us to review, because we're
anything.
really excited about that.
Our list is broad.
Yeah,
so
we're keeping a really broad list. We're actually looking at things outside of horror, just for
other
more content, like people that are more into video games. So like Assassin's Creed games or the BioShock games. We want to talk about specific things like Tim Burton films or like horror musicals or comedy horror comedy.
Maleficent listed.
Yes, Maleficent 1 and 2,
because she's a badass.
She is the baddest
badass
yeah.
of them all.
I'm just slightly into Maleficent a little bit. I'd do her too. Try Outcasts with Outcast even with me is gonna be a little bit of a ride. So maybe that, yeah. We'll do it where I play the game and you watch me play the game, and then we both pee ourselves.
I'm telling you now, I can't even get 5 minutes into watching it because I'm like, oh my god, he's coming. Oh my god!
I can tell you, like, I was walking up the hallway and something went across, and I was like, nope. I like, threw the headset and everything.
We're gonna do another game. We actually had played that with my brother-in-law, and he played it, or Alex played it, and
it looks like Thomas and Jonathan really want us to do that. So guess what, guys? We're probably going to be handshake. We're going to be.
I was going like this, but it's fine. It's fine.
We're gonna. I will play Outcast, and
I'll watch it.
Kayla will watch my reaction. And you guys all get to just enjoy watching us play the game. How exciting is that?
That'll be pretty not fun for me, but
you know how fun it's gonna be for me with the controller.
When you're playing it, I would rather watch than to play for sure.
Same. I would rather watch too.
Yes.
All right. Well, I feel like we're coming up on a half hour, and with all the technical issues,
I don't know. Do we want to keep going? I don't know. I feel like we should just end it here in a couple more minutes. We are going to be trying to figure out how to fix our page.
Get everything a little bit more polished for you guys. It's definitely not going to be perfect. It's still quite the turd.
Trial and error. You learn. But
yeah, we'll
next
get it
time
there.
We'll have it on our other pages as well. So we will, once we get them going, we'll make sure to drop it so you guys can subscribe to our new channel.
Click like, subscribe.
Click.
Wait, right there. Right there. Right there.
Right here.
Right
here.
Right.
wherever it's gonna be.
One of these buttons. Pick one. Pick one. Pick an eye, babe. Pick an eye.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, it was really fun. This has been awesome. Two chicks are better than one.
2 chicks are better than one.
Definitely.
Always.
Yeah, in like every regard. Including right now.
Yes, 100%.
So, go out, watch In the Tall Grass and Gerald's Game.
If you have not seen them.
Yes, or if you have, just give them another watch and like
we'll talk about
remember what we said and how things are great or not so great.
We have a email if you guys want to email us any content or
suggestions.
Any suggestions.
We will put the email in the comments. Yeah, somewhere so you guys can use that to email us stuff.
Yeah.
So it was really fun. And it's Vets Day, so thanks to all of our veterans. Yes, we're very appreciative.
Very appreciative. If it's not for you guys, then we would not have freedom of speech and doing what we're doing.
Can't be doing this. Good thing we are.
Good thing we are.
Thanks, Vets.
Thanks, guys.
So yeah, it's been a really awesome evening, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Let's look at the comments real fast. Damn straight, I'll subscribe, you guys. It's a start. You're doing great. Learning curves are a thing. They definitely are a thing.
They definitely are.
I'm punching it. Punch that subscribe.
Punch it.
All right. Well, it sounds like we need to sign off. It's been lovely. It's
been great. And, 2 chicks are better than one. Always. We'll come up with our own slogan.
I'm going to say it again. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend.
My best friend.
100%. My best friend. Right here. This chick.
Ta-da.
Alrighty, guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.